to see.
They try and get rid of a few of those, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What excites you about watching the Tour now?
I think seeing young riders, like seeing Alaphilippe, we've seen him do really well in years prior, but to see him step up this year, and characters like Peter Sagan, it's just great to see the young guys coming up. That seeing, I think, I don't know, I mean, from an Australian point of view, we get a little bit sick of the repetition of seeing this, what was the Sky team, now the Ineos, the dominance, but to see other teams coming out and giving it a crack, so some of the smaller teams, it's good. I'm excited about even hearing about the Vuelta and seeing how it's changing,
The Tour looks very much like a Vuelta, doesn't it? I think next year you look at the finishes, there's all those short finishes, there's a real lack of traditional climbs. It seems as though the Giro is the one that's looking traditional next year, and the Tour, they've been following Javier around and stealing a route from him.
Yeah, no, that's right. I think, I run tours to these events every year, and we've been busy. I think the Giro was announced maybe 10 days ago, so I've been busy doing the planning for that. And next year, I think there's like 10 stages over 200 kilometres, and that was very similar to what the general Grand Tour racing was like back in the day. So I'm kind of surprised to see the Giro go back to that formula, but I think we've seen, the tradition is, the pattern has been for the stages to become tighter, the climbs to become steeper, and they're only going to get steeper and steeper now with, the development of the way the bikes have designed bikes with the disc brakes and, bigger tyres that you can take on dirt roads and, smaller gears. So it's just becoming more and more more and more challenging for the riders, but more and more exciting, I think, for the spectators.
Is it going to get even more exciting for those Australian spectators? Because you talked about down under everyone being a bit fed up with Ineos and their dominance in the last few years. Is there an Australian Grand Tour winner around the corner?
Oh, look, I think the winner that we've got at the moment is Caleb Ewan, but of course he's a sprinter, so as far as a GC rider, there's nobody, in the short term, but, we've got a very good system down there with we have an Australian Institute of Sport, very similar to what you have here in Britain, which is kind of institutionalise the riders a little bit, I guess, brings them up, but it's a good sort of pathway which they can take. So there's always a crop of young riders coming through. So I think Aussies, I think we possibly punch pretty well above our weight for the population of the country, and we'll be here to be contended with, I think.
Strong sporting nation. Well, you were one of the trailblazers for it. I think you're hanging around certainly tomorrow, maybe all weekend?
Yeah, here tomorrow and Saturday as well.
So if you're coming again, make sure you come and listen to Phil once more. For now, though, we're going to send him on his way. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Phil Anderson.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
Well, don't go anywhere just yet, because we have the Trek Segafredo team kit for 2020 presentations coming up. Lizzie Deignan will be here, Giulio Ciccone will be here, and of course Santee themselves. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 5 minutes' time.
They nourish my soul, speed up my heart. The fuel in my muscles, the aching in my bones. These cobblestones seem intimidating on hills that keep on climbing. But in the dust risen by speed, This helmet on my head, the gears at my feet, push me into glory, stronger than defeat. Memories come alive when hard work and sacrifice create the moments we remember for a century down the road. Reduced to one horizon, unreachable at first sight, under the halo of our heroes, we're approaching our destiny. 100 years of epic stories, a century of expertise.
I don't know why I love you like I do. After all the changes that you put me through, used all my money and my cigarettes, and I haven't seen how to have you yet. I wanna know, won't you tell me I love to stay? Take me to the river.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get excited about 2020 because we have our first kit launch of the Rouleur Classic 2019 and some very special guests to do that for us with Trek Segafredo. It is Lizzie Deignan, Giulia Ciccone and Monica Santini. Woo-woo!
Yes.
Oh my God.
Right up here. Wow.
So we teased you. They're not in their new kit after all. In your civvies for now, but we will be doing a little bit of a Superman spin around backstage in a minute. First of all, though, I want to chat to you both about Trek Segafredo this year. Lizzie, to you first of all, what's it been like on a new team for you, a brand new team, being with a men's squad on the side? What's the whole experience been like?
It's been an amazing experience. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with the move. I think it's always a big risk for any rider to leave a well-established, successful team like I did and join Trek Segafredo. But I just love it, really. Like everything that we could ask for, we have provided. The atmosphere in the team is really positive. I think the American kind of side of things is really different to a European team, but very positive. So I really like it.
Should it be the model to follow, a man's and a women's team together?
Well, it definitely works in our case. I mean, our budget is not ginormous, but obviously we are able to access some of the benefits of having a male professional team, like physios, swannies, all those things that we kind of share between us, and that reduces the budget on both sides. So I think it's a good model, yeah.
We often wonder from the outside when we see the women's team doing well and then the men's team seem to pick up results and vice versa. And we wonder if there is a mood, even though the two teams are quite separate, whether you feed off that in any way. Have you found that this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's easier to win once you've already won. And whether it's the men or the women, it translates to both teams because there's the background stuff going on that we're all sharing, that kind of feedback and enthusiasm. When things are going well, it spreads easily, yeah.
Giulia, you just came back from United States and Waterloo. How was the camp together?
I think it was a very good experience because also for the main team because we feel that we are part of the one big project, no? And I think it's a very good experience.
Do you notice a difference having a women's team now on the side of the men's team? Does it make any difference within the men's team?
Fa differenza avere una squadra da donne.
I knew you wouldn't
oltre che-
understand my word. Damn it!
Sorry, but I need
said
to
it so
translate.
slowly.
Telephone voice.
Cosa ne pensi?
That was my telephone voice, thank you very
Cosa ne
much.
pensi del fatto che ci sia una squadra femminile oltre a quella maschile? Fa differenza secondo te?
I think that no, because we have the same sponsor, no? We have the same material, we have everything the same, no? So also for the girl, I think it's good because we can talk about the material, everything. So we share everything, and I think it's good, no?
Giulia, we can't have you here without talking about this season.
Yeah.
Giro d'Italia, then onto the Tour de France, but the King of the Mountains, was that a special aim this year?
Yeah, I think that I had a very good season, and especially in the Giro. I think that Mountain Jersey was one goal for me, but I had both goals because also the stage was important.